Hello and welcome. I'm so excited to be here. Thanks so much for joining me. My name's Julie Wood, and along with Sandra Venables, we're the founders of the Cash Queens Club and the Cash Queens Academy. And in this presentation, I want to share with you the 5 easy steps to transform your life and offer to you our foundation program on how to wake up and live. In 5 easy steps, we're going to show you how to transform your life. First of all, I want to congratulate you for turning up, so give yourself a big pat on the back. And to get the most of our time together, it's a good idea to stop doing Facebook, checking your emails, writing a report, checking on your phone. So let's go. You see, the biggest problems facing you today are caught in a reality trap that you can't get out of. You're in a negative spiral with no future vision. And you divert your attention away from your life, excuse the noise, to Facebook and Twitter so that you don't have to think about it. So you're not living your truth. You're not in your flow. And when you get to old age, you're going to be asking yourself and saying to yourself, if only I had, if only. So will you regret all the things you never did, all the risks you never took, all the dreams you didn't pursue? So it's time to wake up and start living that life. So why do you exist? Life is not meant simply to work, wait for the weekend and pay the bills. So stop living in your coma of unconsciousness, living a life of limited resources, and get into your flow state. Every person on this planet has a gift. Every person has unlimited potential, and we don't even know what that is until we wake up and start to live. So what's stopping you? And that's why this presentation is so important. I want to reveal how you can wake up. And let me tell you what led to this program. You see, my husband had a motorbike accident and he suffered from extensive brain and physical injuries. They said that he would never be able to walk, talk, or manage any day-to-day activities ever. And he remained in a coma even after they stabilised him. So I set myself on a mission of bringing him out of his comatose state and helping him to heal. I wanted him to wake up and live. So let me tell you, I researched and opened my mind to all sorts of possibilities and to solutions. I researched, I had a plan, I had goals, and as a result of all my research and knowledge I gained, I had strategies to implement. I wanted that change so badly, and I acted on it. And I then had to let it go and allow the knowledge to come, which it did. And I found the secret. I found the secret to getting him out of his coma, and I embraced that new learning. And that was impressive enough, I'm sure you'll agree. And others began to ask me how I did it. How did I get him to wake up? So I shared my secret with them as well. But that wasn't enough. He still wasn't completely awake. So I ended up taking him out of hospital and going to Malaysia to see a Qigong master because he said he'd work with us. I took a month off work. And you can imagine how difficult that was. The hospital told us never to take him back there again. And I said, that's okay, because it's going to work. And it did work. We even made a video of our journey, which was showed at international conventions. And still there was a lot of work to do. So we had to find creative ways to retrain his brain and get his limbs moving so he could walk, talk, read, and be independent. We moved from one side of the country to the other so I could be closer to my family and so we could start a new life. And it was quite a journey, really. He had post-traumatic amnesia, 9 months of it, which meant they didn't give him much hope at all. And his mental age was that of a 3-year-old. And it really took many years to move him into adulthood with all the experiences of each age group. And it was terrible having a child in a man's body with a man's needs. But we did it, and he improved so much. He eventually got his driver's license and drove from one side of the country to the other and back again on his own, so he could visit family and friends on the way. It was scary and it was exciting. Scary and exciting for me, but it was his independence. It was his reward for accomplishing so much. He was waking up, he'd woken up, and he was living. So as a result of this experience, I saw so many people struggling to live a happy life, fulfilled life, caught up in their own kind of coma, the kind that has limited resources, with all those limiting beliefs that you have when you've got limiting resources, when you think you've got limiting resources. And so I help people get out of that. And I now work with people who want to wake up. So do you have the courage to wake up and start living the life you dream about? You see, people don't choose dreams. Dreams choose them. So you have to grab the dream that picked you, that really befits you and grips you, and not let it slip away. Because if you let it slip away, you're not doing what you want to do, what you're meant to be doing. You're not living freely. It's so difficult being a survivor. It puts you into victim. And the reason is because you're afraid to change, to question the status quo. You're afraid that that thief called doubt, who comes in the night and steals your dreams, because doubt kills more dreams than failure ever did. And it wears so many disguises. And like a virus, leaves you blinded and divided and turns you into a, if only I had, I would. If only I had, I could. Or I should have done this, I should have done that kind of person. Are you that sort of person? I had to go through so much trauma, so much failure, but I kept that belief. I kept it. Now I want you to ask yourself this simple question. Am I in a self-induced coma, the one of average? Do I even want to change my life? Am I happy where I am? Do you know that you're missing something, but you just can't put your finger on what it is? Well, can I tell you something? It's not your fault if life isn't working out for you. And why is that? Well, I want to, just for a moment, for you to think of yourself like an egg. Just think of yourself like an egg. And when you think about it, it's an incubator for a life. It's got so much potential, so much growth. It goes from just 2 cells to millions of cells. It becomes the seed of life as it multiplies. And then it becomes the flower of life, and it gives birth to new life. Your dream, the dream that picked you, your big idea. But if the shell's broken, the life's gone without ever taking off. Doubt, fear, procrastination take over our lives. And you might have that big idea, and other people, your family and friends, might tell you that it's never going to work, or that you're no good, and make you feel inadequate and useless. It's not your fault that you don't have anyone giving you the correct information, allowing you to grow and blossom, to hold that space for you, supporting, encouraging, and empowering you so that you get the results. So what is it that ignites you? Do you even know? What is it? What's that big dream that you have? What makes your heart sing? Do you even know what it is? And once you know, you can give birth to your great idea, that dream that's picked you, and you can ignite it. And that's why this is so important for you to know the 5 steps to wake up. And I wanted to put this program together, and with Sandra, the two of us, we wanted something easy to follow and guaranteed results for you. And this works. So let's go. Because you can have, be, do anything you want in the world, provided you wake up and live. And live life to its full potential. You have to want it. You have to act on it. You have to know what you want. You have to embrace it and elevate yourself and educate yourself and become that entrepreneur. Because there's universal laws and principles to release your unlimited potential. Now let's get something straight. To wake up isn't always going to be a piece of cake. Will you struggle? Of course. Will you fail? Absolutely. Not all the time, but sometimes. But who's counting? Will you want to give up? Absolutely. Just remember though, life has cycles. There's ridges and crests and valleys to make it to the top. And there'll be times when you do get stressed, and there'll be things you get depressed over. But think about it. Look at all these people. They were at the top of their class, had the highest IQ, the smartest, but they all had a dream. They all had a dream. They all decided to go for it, and they took action. They were ridiculed, criticized, rejected, but they continued on because all those things are prerequisites for greatness. That's a law of the universe, and no one escapes that. Because pain is life, and you can choose either the pain on the road to success or the pain of being haunted by regret. Which one have you chosen? You've been given a gift called life, so don't blow it, because you're not destined by your past. Instead, you are born anew every moment. Our whole body is reborn every 18 months, every cell in our body. So you should own it. You should build a new foundation to build the rest of your story on. Because if you don't have good foundations, you don't have a good story. So you can be, do, have everything you want. So why don't you? Why don't you? Why doesn't everyone? And the answer to that is because it needs to be a decision on your part. Because sometimes you have to step up that cliff. You have to take the plunge. Let your wings grow on the way. You have to use your gift. Otherwise, you sell not only yourself short, but the whole world. Sometimes you have to take that step and know there's nothing there to save you. But you have to have that faith. You have to believe. So let's look at the steps. You have to want. We all want. We all want more time. We all want more money. But we have to face our fears. If only I had more time. Well, ask yourself, am I using my time wisely? We always want more money. Ask yourself, am I using my wealth, my money wisely? And you have to know what your values are and what's important to you in your life for you to become fully conscious of their influence. And then you can face your fears about what your values imply for you. Are you following your values or not? You have to become a VIP. Once you face your fears and know who you are and what your values are, then you realize that we're all VIPs and you treat everyone as a VIP. And you step out of your comfort zone because you know that you can't afford to stay where you are, because that'll keep you where you are. And you have to open your prosperity channels. You have to measure your money. You have to be wise with your time. You have to be an instigator, not an excuse maker. And then you can start building your courage, eliminating all your fears, changing your story to a better story, building those foundations. Because all those billionaires, they all have the same 60 seconds, 60 minutes, and 24 hours in a day that you have. But what do they do differently? And that's what you need to do. The next step is action. You have to take action. You have to know your outcome. And then you'll know what your income is. And if you don't know where you're going, you'll end up somewhere else. You have to use your smarties. You have to set goals. And once you know your values, then you can face your fears and build your courage, and then decide on what your new goals are. And they have to be specific. They have to be measurable. They have to be acceptable, and you have to act as if you've already got it. They have to be realistic and rewarding reasons. Paying the bill is not a rewarding reason. That's just living. They have to be time. You need a time limit so that you know when to celebrate. You have to be in integrity with them. You have to know that you embrace them and you're enthusiastic, and that you smile and give thanks and be grateful for them. And be grateful for what you have now. And you have to take action. You have to have a plan. You need to prioritize, organize, and perform it. You have to do whatever it takes. And you have to hang in there. And you have to do it one step at a time. Bill Gates says people overestimate what they can do in the short term and underestimate what they achieve in the long term. So that's the paradox. You have to put all the steps in place, because your wealth and prosperity is determined by the quality of the decisions you make today, yesterday, and tomorrow. Your life is determined by those decisions. You have to be a leading learner, and you have to know how to learn, how to gain knowledge. You have to be part of the new alchemists who are creating money from nothing, who see someone else's needs as their opportunity, and where you can see someone else's need as your opportunity. And then you can start doing something about it. So start learning new things. Open your mind to infinite possibilities. Take an interest in something and learn about it, and then teach it. Invest in yourself. And use other people's experiences. Other people have already spent time and money on where they are. They've all written books on it, and you can read it. Or you can watch webinars or seminars or whatever, like you're doing now. So you can learn from other people's experiences. And then you can link that knowledge with experience. And then people will start saying to you, wow, you're lucky. And you can say, yes, I was born lucky, because you know luck means labour under correct knowledge. And that's what that is. How lucky is that? And then you can make your word law in the universe. And when you do that, it's whatever you speak, you create. Abracadabra. I love it. So step 4 is embracing and elevating yourself. You need to accept responsibility for yourself and your actions, And you need to start shedding all those beliefs one at a time that's stopping you from moving forward, that's keeping you moody. You have to do it. You have to invest in yourself and upgrade your thinking. And one thing is your attitude. You have to choose what your attitude is. And I want you to think to yourself, or just say to yourself, oh, this is really hard. And put your head down, your shoulders in. This is really hard. And it really pulls you down. So take a big breath. Shoulders back, sit up straight, smile on your face and say, wow, this is great. I can use this. This will help me. And see how that changes you. That very small adjustment. So all you need to do is change your attitude. Stay elevated. You need to introduce love, joy, and happiness into your life. And love yourself first. Go into your heart and say to yourself, I love you. Every morning, look in the mirror and say, I love you. I love you. Have a great day. You look beautiful today. And see how it makes you feel. And realize what belief it brings up. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself first. You have to eat well, move, have a massage, have a beauty treatment, whatever. And become aware, pardon me, of how you feel. As the law of your being is perpetual growth and is part of your essence. And your whole being wants to grow. Not in size, but it wants to grow. It wants you to take time. It wants you to have gratitude. It wants you to smile. It wants you to learn new things. It wants you to open your mind. So every morning, just list 5 things you're grateful for. And the same every night. It can be as simple as a cup of coffee. Simple as waking up and being alive. Because the universe is delivering everything you ordered. And I want you to be an entrepreneur. Because entrepreneurs do to know. So embrace that and feel unlifted by it. And be empowered. Because the universal laws and principles release our unlimited potential. And when you think about it, purpose is the reason you journey. Passion is the fire that lights your way. So what is it that you plan to do with your wild and precious life now that we've uncovered it? You just start following those laws of attraction. The laws of the universe, the law of control, of insertion, of connection, of exclusion, of compensation. I want you to think of yourself as a business. Doesn't matter whether you work for yourself or work for someone else. Think of yourself as a business that changes the way you think about life. Because you're in charge. You're the CEO of yourself and of your business, and that's your life. Develop the right attitude, as we said, and learn the secrets of mind power. Because your mind is so powerful. Everything that happens to you starts on your inner world in your mind, and then it goes to the outer world. And your thoughts are forces. So be mindful of what you're thinking, as you will quickly find it has turned into reality. And take massive action, one step at a time. And that's the paradox. Because your level of wealth and prosperity is determined by the quality of your decisions. And do you know that no matter what your life's like now or how you were raised, that it's not what happens to you in this life, It's about how you handle what happens to you. And you can either break down and become a victim, or you can break through and break records and change the world. So what will it be for you? Are you going to be a victim, or are you going to be a record breaker? Because you see, you can't go back and make a brand new beginning, but you can start now and make a brand new ending. Of 300 world leaders that they interviewed, 75% of them were raised in poverty, abuse, or had a serious impairment. And they didn't let what happened to them hold them back. They used it as impetus to get where they were going. And don't forget, winners are not afraid of losing, but losers are. And failure is just part of the process to success. And people who avoid failure also avoid success. And really, you have to step up. You have to step up and bet on yourself, because your level of wealth is determined by your decisions. So what's in your future? Well, just look in your past, because what's in your past got you to where you are today. And if you flip that over, where you are today, that's where you're going to be in the future. Is that where you want to be? The same place you're in today, or do you want to be somewhere different? Because it's about the people you meet, the books you read, the mentors you have, the events you attend, the workshops and seminars and courses, all determine where you'll be in the next 5 years. So choose wisely. So you have to want to change. You have to act on it. You have to get knowledge. You have to understand where you're going. You have to embrace it. And you have to follow the universal laws and principles to release that unlimited potential. And the path to success is to avoid procrastination and to focus on why you're not taking massive determined action now. Not later, not tomorrow, next week, next month, or eventually, but now. So when you leave this webinar today, you've got a lot of great information from me, right? And if you haven't done anything like this before, it can be a little overwhelming. We've gone through it so quickly that you are scribbling it all down, but you're still not sure of how to do it. So what can you do about it? Well, I'm going to show you the fast and easy way to make it all happen for you. Because as I said, I'm going to offer you our Wake Up and Live Foundation program. And here it is. We're going to go through step-by-step instruction on how to implement it. And it'll change your life sooner. And you can start living the life you've always wanted. Being in those dreams. So the package is 8 modules. We're going to improve your capacity. Going to learn all your values. Look about setting your goals. Getting the right advice so that you can start being lucky. We're going to help you develop mature judgment. Looking at how to change your behavior and move from being the victim to being the instigator. From making excuses and decisions to making decisions. Do you know your unconscious mind takes everything you do personally? So you want to have the principles for success. We want to put the purpose back in your life so that you know where you are, who you are, and what you want to do. We're going to help you develop the right attitude so you'll know what your negative beliefs are and how to change them and stay positive. We're going to develop courage. We're going to teach you how to use your own time machine. How fantastic is that? And develop the human touch, making you a VIP, staying healthy, eating well, moving, choosing to be joyful and happy. Module 7 is taking that massive action, beginning with the end in mind, writing out your plan for life. And module 8 is everything counts. And it's time for you to live in alignment with your true self. Each of these modules is valued at $497. So it comes to a total of $3,976. And we give you full support, 6 one-hour Skype sessions, one-on-one, to walk you through the program, and 3 months email access so you can fast track your way to success. And that's valued at $2,997. So here's what you get. 8 modules, $3,976. The Skype sessions and email access, $2,997. Total value, $6,973. Plus, I really want to reward you. If you already made up your mind, you'll be happy to hear that you get these awesome bonuses as well, because we want you to get started. I co-authored a book with George Fadul on how to get a bigger bite out of life. And it'll be your little reference to give away, keep, or use as you like. We put a value of $20, but the information is priceless. We want to give you access to our personal development library. And we've got ebooks on social media, internet marketing, as well as personal development, so you can avoid costly mistakes of doing it yourself and get access to all the things that we've collected over the years. And we're going to give you a one-on-one strategy session as an extra bonus to work with you to find your vision and set your goals, plus access to our private Facebook group so that you can share your journey with others in the group. And that's valued at $597. So here's what you get. The modules, the Skype sessions, the email access, plus you get the book, access to our library online, and a strategy session, giving you a total value of $7,787. And as you know, that's really fantastic value. But can you do it another way? Absolutely, of course you can. After all, that's how we started. And yes, you can even get a personal coach and pay for some of what we're giving you. For self-development programs, I know that's what I did. You can outsource some of the work, because as the Cash Queens, what we do is help you build your own program, and so that you can teach and have other people share your life, whatever it is that you love to do. Because we want to start a movement, a fantastic movement of women who are out there to make a difference. You can spend years learning what we've done, but we're offering you our experience. After all, we've spent years learning it, and we want to share that with you. And the fact there's no comparison. And of course, you won't pay that much today. After all, this will be the most intense, life-transforming, liberating program of your life. And here's why I'm going to give you an amazing offer, because success story. Your success is our success. And we're looking for people to partner with us and spread the word. As I said, we're creating a movement of women who want to make a difference in the world, who have that dream that's picked them, who want to get it out there, but they don't know how. And that's what we do. We help to do that. And as a massive thank you for having the courage to change, to wake up and start living the life you deserve. After all, you're coming out of your coma, getting away from average to awesome, and you want all the help you can get, right? Because staying where you are now is not an option, because your dream is knocking at the door, waiting to be released. And that's a total of $7,787 value. But today only, for the next 15 minutes, it's only $497. And so if you're ready, the option that we've got is just pay $59 today, $49 today, sorry. And then 2 easy payments of $253. How easy is that? Because we're doing a 30-day trial. And I want to give you something else for making that decision. A mega bonus valued at $1,500 for the first 5 people who sign up today. We're going to help you with the name of your website, purchase the site for you and the site name, host your site on our secure server for 12 months, set up your website and connect your social media accounts. And if you don't have any, we'll do all that for you as well. That's fantastic value. That alone is worth $3,000, though we've only said $1,500. If you wanted to get it done, that's how much you'd charge. So we're offering a 30-day risk-free trial, 100% satisfaction guarantee. We've got a quadruple guarantee for you, because we're not here to mess around, and we know you want that change. Our products work. We're so convinced that the information in this program will knock your socks off, that we promise you'll be 100% satisfied. And that's why we offer you this easy payment plan, just $49 today for 30-day trial, and then 2 easy payments of $253. So just buy now, because that's $9,287 value for only $497 if you want to pay it all up front, or 3 payments, $49 today, and then 2 payments of $253. Your choice. So thanks for listening. Just commit to take one step today that you've heard and move forward. Just take one step. And if you enjoyed this presentation, spread the word and get more people to come and join us, because we want 1 million women to make a difference. And that'll be fantastic if you do, because we want you to wake up and start living, because you're amazing. So any questions will be available for the moment for another 5 minutes, and then we'll stop the chat. So thanks so much for listening again, and I really look forward to catching up with you on the other side. So take care.